You know, when I was young, my mama used to say, be careful what you do in your younger days, because it shall follow you when you get older. And it may be embarrassing. This week, we found out that we got a gay president. Oh, my goodness, in an unusual way. Ooh. You know what? If I was Hillary, I'd be laughing right about now. See, you know what? It's amazing how, you know what, so many of these MAGAs wanted to go in your house. They wanted the simple life, the Christian values. They, see appearances just like they, like when you buy something and they have wham with extra crystal powers. That detergent that you got is that boost extra crystal powers. That big sign that says that. Well, yeah, they've been sitting here talking about how they wanted a Christian lifestyle, an all-white Christian lifestyle. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, I don't want no transgender man to come in and see my daughter using a bathroom, or better yet, I don't want that gay couple. Oh, we ain't had some big turnarounds. Like that sheepdog that tried to go to the Supreme Court to erase, to reverse same-sex marriages. Yeah, her 4 failed marriages didn't work. But no, she don't want nobody to be happy. So, instead of her taking self-reflection classes and going to the shop and rechanging her hair, she put on some moo-moo and worked for the thing. Now she got to pay a fine of almost $396,000. Woo-wee. She going to be working till Yahweh come back. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But then we going back. Did you know everybody is waiting on the Justice Department to release the Epstein files? Have you noticed that now, since that email came out, how the Republicans are turning on the orange turd? He the first gay president. Gave a man a woo-woo, a BJ. Put it on him. Oh, he emphasized that he good at it. Remember when he did that microphone? How he did that microphone and the dance he doing? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you can't get away from there. And see, you know what they thinking? That is somebody leaking out. No, it's the Epstein estate that's giving all that stuff. See, he's giving it to Congress. Because, see, we know that the Department of Justice is not going to release that. We already knew that. They knew that. That's why they asking for it. Because they know that's not going to happen. They know Cash Patel ain't going to happen, that cross-eyed thing. They know he ain't. He almost out anyway. They know Pam Bundy ain't going to do it. So then, you know what? Jeffrey said, you know what? He's speaking from the grave. He said, you know what? He said, when the event something happen to me, you make sure this get where it going. And they getting everything that they going. They don't really need the Department of Justice or the release of the Epstein file, but they doing it as a protocol to let people see how the Republican Party don't want to give it up. But you said, Samantha, all this stuff going on, how is it? How is this all possible? Well, you got to reflect. See, now we finna find out the biggest heist in United States history did not come from somebody with a mask. Well, where he does wear a mask, he wear makeup, but it came from our own president. How did he get it? Well, he had all that reserve money from the Department of Agriculture, because when they was doing, when they was doing that, all them camps, alligator Alcatraz and shit, they had to allocate money from one place to another because, see, the budget of deportation was coming to a rise. It was more than what people expected. It's higher than anything we have ever expected. So they had to, like when, come on now, like when you ain't got no money in this account, but you got some in here, and payday is coming up, but you don't, you got money here, you trying to shift money here to there, or pay a little bit on that for this, and that's what he did. He did all of that, and he said, you know what? He said, they ain't gonna work because I ain't gonna feed them. He paid for that ballroom. He put a down payment on the ballroom. Oh, the court stopped that. So you don't be expecting him to get that fixed. No. The next president gonna have to get that fixed. They gonna have to fix that. Yeah, because he did not only some structural damages, he probably done some electrical and some plumbing and all that other stuff, infrastructure. But anyway, so he claimed he's trying to make America great again. He's cutting off all these programs. And then, you know what? If this ain't the blow on the head that they asking him to release the SNAP benefits, and he fighting you in Supreme Court, that should tell you something. It ain't no money there. It should tell you a lot that there's no money there. Because he fighting it, and then now he got to allocate some stuff. That's why you getting the partial payments. It's not because, he's trying to cut back on anything. Ain't no money there. So he got to allocate. He got to find some money somewhere to replace what he did. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Then as he's at the point now where, do I think he going to jail? No, he going to meet the Grim Reaper. Because you know what, he's already in poor health conditions. I look at February or March when it's going to happen. But see, now he's really stressed out. Stress play a heavy toll on you. Look at how his hair thinning out and stuff. I'm going to tell you something. When you take your medication, a whole bunch of medication, people think that when they pumping you all kind of drugs and all of that, the VA is good at that. I tell you, I live with a pharmacist. Drugs I ain't never heard of. What's that for? Oh, that's for my toe. What's that for? Oh, that's for my nose, to keep my nose brown. Stuff. I ain't never heard of some stuff. So you gotta wonder, he's stressed out. He got them Epstein files coming in. It ain't coming from the DOJ, it's coming from the Epstein itself. Like I said, how bad does a person have to get to keep their secret, to get what they want? See, because that now, J.D. Vance got his eyes. If you notice, he been quiet. Yeah, he been quiet. Ain't nobody coming out talking about them immigrants no more. They ain't talking about them immigrants. Oh, my goodness. I told somebody, I said, the stuff finna start coming out where, the immigration gonna be the least thing on your mind. Food. Yeah. Ain't that something? Then they saying that they finna apply. They finna fix it where you can apply for SNAP, and the president got to determine if you need it or not. Well, I can tell you right now, that ain't gonna fly. He ain't gonna be in office that long for all of that to happen. Yeah. I was at when they cut the food stamp stuff down, I had to go. I sure did. I went down there, because I needed dog food. I needed dog food. I said, well, what better, I'm not saying my situation was dire, but I'm like, well, you know what? If this can help a little bit with the food, let me go get some dog food. I saw more MAGA folks down there getting baskets and stuff. Ain't that something? You voted for this. You voted for it. And now you are sitting here suffering. But that I'm going to tell you something. Folks who are suffering is not going to tell you, please. Do you think so many folks are going to say, hey, you know what? That's just like, have you ever had somebody that they got fired from a job and they said, girl, I don't need that job. Months later, they struggling like a nut. And you be like, well, I thought you didn't need that job. Girl, I didn't need that job. I had me something better. Yeah. That's what we going through right now. But the fun part is that now They can't talk about the gay folks. Can't talk about nothing else. Oh, we still got a problem with the Supreme Court, yeah. Because right now the Supreme Court now see that, you know what, he ain't that as popular. Things ain't going the way it's supposed to be. So now they ass is on the line. You know, they ass is on the line too. See, because we this is a learning, this is a fuck around and find out for not just the MAGA, but for us. Because see, now we need to put shit in place to keep this stuff from preventing. Oh, yes, we do. We do. We need to keep this from happening again. But we had the Hatch Act and all these other things that's supposed to be but you know what? They are so right. See, they've been doing all this stuff for so long that they scared that when the midterm elections come, half of them gonna go to jail. If Donald Trump is still alive, he gonna go too. He gonna make history for the fourth time to be tried as a treason and in prison for crimes. See, I'm gonna tell you something. People know that them folks up there know that they committing a criminal act. They know they committed treason and insurrection within our own country. They know that. But they want you to believe, just like Hitler did. They want you to believe that what they doing is going to benefit you and benefit the country. You know what? I do. Sometimes I go and I walk around Walmart just to be walking around. And I see how empty it is. I see how folks are not really buying stuff. Oh, but they buying the hell out of that Bath and Body Works. I tell you that. They got a sale going on for that spray, $5.95. Yeah, I bought me some. I ain't gonna lie. You know, just because I'm depressed don't mean I can't smell good. I tell you that. I promise you. But you know what? The best part about it, we see look at the leaves. You know what? There's a season for everything, and everything is changing. Nothing is the same every year with this world. It changes. Look at it. Look at the leaves. Look how beautiful the leaves change. Because you know what? It's signifying that the old leaves are dying and they're making a way for the new leaves. And the tree is the foundation. Our country is going through a change right now. Look at the wind blowing. The wind is breath of life. It's hope. It's hope. And we have to not only embrace it, but you know what? We take this moment in life to let us know that, you know what, whether you are a former a Republican, a former Democrat, a former independent, you hate this, how things are going, you can't eat. Everything happens for a reason. And we need to protect our country. Yes, we are in a world of change. We are in a world of change. And this is our time to make history now. This is our segment. You know what? And I'm so glad. I want to thank the estate of Jeffrey Epstein. Yes, I do. Because he knew Donald Trump was shit. But you know what? We so used to being sold the appearance of success. And from the grave, Jeffrey Epstein is having his last laugh on Donald Trump. And we need to sit back because now the leopards are going to eat the face. Yes, they are. Embrace this Sunday.